Ernest the Elk's Mountain Quest. In the vast forests of the northern woodlands, surrounded by towering pines and crisp mountain air, lived a gentle and wise elk named Ernest. Ernest was admired by all the animals for his kindness and strength. His majestic antlers reached high like branches, and his deep brown eyes seemed to hold the secrets of the forest. Though Ernest loved his home, he had always been curious about the towering mountains in the distance. Stories from other animals spoke of magical meadows filled with rare flowers and hidden crystal streams at the mountain's peak. One autumn morning, Ernest stood at the edge of the forest, gazing at the mountains bathed in golden sunlight. His best friend, Pippa the porcupine, waddled over to him. "Thinking about the mountains again, Ernest?" Pippa asked, her quills glistening in the light. Ernest nodded thoughtfully. "I've always wanted to see what's beyond those peaks. I think it's time I find out." "That's a long journey," Pippa said. "But you don't have to go alone. Let's ask some of our friends to join us." With a warm smile, Ernest agreed. Soon they gathered a group of trusted companions. Theo the hare, who was swift and clever, Ruby the red-tailed hawk, who could scout the skies, and Otto the otter, known for his playful spirit and knack for finding hidden paths. "We're ready for an adventure," Theo declared, thumping his hind legs excitedly. The group set off at dawn, their path illuminated by the soft glow of the rising sun. As they climbed higher, the forest transformed around them. The air grew cooler and the trees became shorter and more spaced apart. Ruby soared above, keeping watch for any obstacles ahead. "There's a steep ridge up ahead," Ruby called down. "We'll need to be careful." The friends worked together, with Ernest leading the way. He used his strength to help Pippa and Theo climb over large rocks, while Otto found a narrow stream path that provided easier footing. "We're making great progress," Otto said, splashing playfully in the stream. By midday, they reached a plateau where a vast meadow stretched before them. Bright wildflowers in shades of purple, yellow, and red carpeted the ground. "This must be the magical meadow from the stories," Pippa exclaimed, her eyes wide with wonder. The friends rested in the meadow, enjoying the fragrant air and the peaceful atmosphere. Ernest couldn't help but smile as he watched his friends play and explore. "This journey has already been worth it," he thought to himself. However, the peaceful moment was interrupted by a distant rumble. The ground trembled slightly beneath their feet. "What was that?" Theo asked, his ears perking up. Ruby circled above and quickly returned. "There's a rock slide further up the mountain. We should stay on this side of the ridge for safety." Ernest nodded. "Let's take a different path around the ridge. We'll stick together and stay alert." The group moved carefully, following Ruby's guidance from the air. They found a winding trail that led to a crystal-clear stream cascading down the mountainside. The sunlight danced on the water, creating shimmering rainbows. "This is incredible," Otto said, diving into the stream with a joyful splash. The friends took time to drink from the cool water and relax. Pippa collected smooth stones as keepsakes, while Theo marveled at the view of the forest below. By evening, they reached a sheltered grove near the mountain's peak. The stars began to twinkle above them, filling the sky with a serene glow. "We're almost there," Ernest said softly. "Tomorrow we'll see what's beyond the peak." That night, the friends shared stories by the fire, their laughter echoing in the stillness of the mountains. Ernest felt a deep sense of gratitude for their companionship and the adventure they had undertaken together. The next morning, they made the final climb to the summit. As they reached the top, a breathtaking sight unfolded before them. A hidden valley filled with shimmering lakes, towering waterfalls, and lush greenery. Birds of every color flitted through the trees, and deer grazed peacefully in the meadows below. "It's even more beautiful than I imagined," Ernest whispered, his eyes shining with wonder. "You were right to follow your dream," Pippa said, nudging him gently. "And I'm glad we were here to share it with you." The friends spent the day exploring the valley, discovering hidden caves and secret paths. They promised to return someday, knowing that this place would always hold a special place in their hearts. As the sun began to set, they stood together at the summit, watching the sky turn shades of gold and crimson. Ernest knew that this journey had changed them all, filling them with memories and inspiration to seek new adventures. From that day on, Ernest became known as the guardian of the mountains. His story inspired others to explore and cherish the beauty of the world around them, reminding everyone that dreams are worth chasing, especially when shared with friends. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe for more bedtime stories. Thank you for listening and sweet dreams.